You ever got an opportunity to work with M50?
No, haven't got a chance to work with them. I would love to do a record with M or 50, produce a track for either one of them. Just gotta get around them and play some tracks, you know.
When you heard about M, man, this white dude out of Michigan, Detroit.
Yeah.
Man, he liked that. Cause the last white dude, you probably think of Vanilla Ice. you like, come on now.
Yeah.
They said, nah. Hey, he up there.
Yeah.
When you first heard it, they said that's him. That's the one I was telling you about. That's him. That's a white dude.
Yeah. We was like, who was this white motherfucker up in here in the studio? Because this was our shit. When Dre had first brought him around,
Yeah.
we was like, who was this motherfucker up in here? All of us, like, what the fuck is this motherfucker? He got up in here, dude, shit, this our shit. And that motherfucker was busting. We was like, God damn, he hard as fuck. He ended up being incredible, you know, incredible, and really gelled right into what we already had moving musically.
Where would you rank M? Because people seem to like, because, you know, hip hop, where it originated, how, and so many of us, there are not very many M's. He's very unique. We understand that. And I don't think people give him the credit that he deserves because he's a white, and that's our genre. You know, hip hop is us, rap is us, gangster rap is us. And so sometimes I don't think people give him the credit that he deserves.
He definitely in the top, and he in the top 15. I don't want to make it too small like the top 10, because there's some dope motherfuckers.
Yeah, some heavy hitters.
Heavy hitters. He definitely in that top 15. He dope. He dope. Eminem is an MC. He a straight hip hop. It's not. He wasn't on like what we was on. We was more storytelling. It was hip hop, but we was more storytelling and telling a story about our life and making it like a movie on wax. And he was more of the straight hip hop, straight at you battle MC, but could tell a story at the same time, but it's still in his way, in his element, the way he do it in a MC way.
Right.
But when he wrote the shit, like the stuff that he writes for Dre, and the way I was like, this motherfucker right here, he can write this and then turn around and write a different style.
It's amazing because when you found out that it was Hov that wrote Dre Day for Dre, and you hear M write, like, how did he write that for him? And it sounded like he actually wrote it for himself. How? How did he do that?
Yeah, I tripped off of that. Things just ain't the same for gangsters. Eminem wrote that. That's one of my favorite songs.
Yes.
On that album. Boom, 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 boom. I was like, this motherfucker is dope. Yeah, I was like, wow. Yeah, that's still one of my favorite songs. To this day.
Is Kendrick the new king of LA?
You gonna have me drunk up here.
That thing, it's hit daddy though.
Yes, indeed. This is so good. I keep downing it.
we gonna send you home with a bottle. We gonna send you home with a bottle.
Yes, indeed.
I mean, we were gonna send you home with, but we were gonna send you home with 2 bottles. But
as y'all can see, we were getting it in. Yes, indeed.
Kendrick, how surprised are you? Because I've always thought he's been a great storyteller, but this last year and a half with the 5 Grammys and the halftime show, and he's just gone to a different level.
Yeah, Kendrick definitely has solidified his position on the West Coast. I can't say king.
He the king right now, though. He might not be the king ever. He might not be the but he made a name for himself because it's gonna be hard to break. When you look at the West, you look at Snoop and you look at Cube and you look at Dre and you look at 40 and you look at some of the guys that came out of the West Coast pop. You like
Warren G.
But now you like, okay, Kendrick, you done carved out a little, you done carved out a little space for yourself.
Yeah, he definitely made his mark and solidified himself as one of the best to do it from the West. You know, I can't just say he the biggest out of everybody there or like ever and stuff like that. I can't say that. But in his generation with right now in his era, yes, he's the king.
Yeah.
But as him being the king of that younger generation that he's a part of now, he's the king of that. But as a whole, he solidified himself to be one of the greatest, with the Snoop Dogg's, the Ice Cubes, the Warren G's, the Dr. Dre's, the Easy E's,
Ice-T,
Ice-T, King T. You know, it's a lot of guys, the DJ Quick.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of guys that don't get mentioned like all those names I mentioned. And he's one of them that's in there. He's in that now.
When you got the news that when you started this thing, it was you, him, and Snoop. Snoop was doing his thing, but you and Nate, thick and thin, cold or hot, up or down.
Yeah.
You got the news that he was gone. First thought, what was the emotions?
When Nate passed away, we actually was on tour, and we heard about it this was like right before we was about to go on the stage. We was in Corpus Christi, and we cried, you know, all of us we all was in Snoop's room. Everybody on the tour, we was all in Snoop's room, and all of us was just pouring out, just crying. We cried and cried and cried, did the show, and came back and cried more, just cried, just couldn't believe it, you know. And we went straight home after that. We took off, went straight home from off the road, and went back home. Yeah, and to bury him. Yeah, and yeah, that was like it was really bad for us, like super bad, man. Well, like I said, we cried.
Because he was so young, he was only 40,
Not gonna
41.
Get me up here crying, Shannon. I know you.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party because you know we like to do something before two something.